Hello and welcome to Baby That's Cont Wicked Special Bonus Episode.
Oh
It's good to
yeah.
see us, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
We're breaking our hiatus to discuss all things Wicked for good because we're simply too obsessulated to stay quiet. So sit down and shut up. You know. Because we're going to cross bridges we didn't know we crossed until we crossed.
I'm Kip and I couldn't be happier to be here.
Wow. You hate us that much, don't you? Um, I'm Joseph, and maybe I'm brainless. Maybe I'm wise.
Okay, we saw Wicked. Today's Tuesday. This will come out Friday, but we saw it first. I would say one of the best parts of seeing it first is the feeling of superiority I have for having done so.
And how do you viewers feel about that?
Probably bad.
Wow.
How was your viewing experience? Like, how was the theater? How were things?
Okay, the theater was nice. I got to see imax. Love an
Did you have
imaxy moment.
recliners?
Not full recline, like kind of standard, I guess. Um, I will say this: the movie started exactly at 6 p.m. No commercials, no Maria Menounos at the movie.
Really?
Yes, and this is negative because people kept walking into the movie up until like 20 minutes after it had started because they were all like expecting previews and were late.
Oh my god. Ours was also in IMAX. I would say the seats were worse than normal. Like, no recline, and they were packed in so tight. I had like no leg room. It was like I was flying
Wow,
economy. But we
nightmare.
had, yeah, it was a nightmare. We had, I would say, 10 minutes of previews or so, but it was definitely like an abbreviated preview version, and it was nice. Except to your point, people were late.
I like seeing the trailers, to be honest.
I like to see 10 to 15 minutes. I don't like when it's been 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, but people were not expecting it, and it was very fun. I had a
Yeah.
friend. I was supposed to see it with friends. Our showing was at 9:15. We texted like at 8:50, like, "Hey, we're just getting here. Let us know when you're here." They were like, "Okay." They thought the showing was at 10:15, and they ended up not coming.
Wow. Who sees a movie at 10:15 that's 2 hours long?
I know, on a Monday.
That's
Frankly,
crazy.
who does it at 9:15? It was only because I had to see it early because I did not want to feel like all you must feel.
Yeah, you did make a sacrifice.
Yes, it was worth it.
Oh, I'm glad. I couldn't be happier.
Thank you. I didn't get up to pee once,
Impressive.
which did not happen in part one.
Okay, here's a question. If you did have to get up and pee, what would you recommend to the viewers?
At your convenience.
I think I saw an interview with the director, Mr. Chu,
Mhm.
and they asked him like when should you get up and pee, and he was like, it doesn't matter because when you come see it again, you'll see the part you missed.
That is good advice, and it's probably true.
Yeah, unless you have to pee at the same time both times.
Yeah, which is logical that it would happen, honestly. You
Yeah,
probably
that
drank
is
similar
true.
amounts before, and probably drank the same thing during.
Okay, unrelated to Wicked, as I'm sure you're all interested to know, the last movie I went to see, I had an energy drink I was drinking because Mama was tired. And I had
Mhm.
to get up to pee no less than 3 times during the movie. And it must have been like a 90-minute movie.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So I don't
I was
recommend that.
being so cognizant. I was like crossing my legs. I was like, I'm gonna make it through this movie. And I did. Did
Wow.
you have to go pee?
No.
Oh, okay, huge. When would you
It
recommend
was.
someone goes?
Okay, well, I would recommend, controversially, during any of the two new songs because I think they're skips.
Okay, fair enough.
What did you think of them?
I thought were good. I actually thought they did a better job on them than they did on like the original songs,
Oh, okay.
like
Well, maybe
the
I'm
older songs.
maybe I'm brainless.
um. Okay. Well, to start, like, what would you give? Okay, what would you give Wicked Part One on a 1 to 10, and what would you give Wicked Part Two on a 1 to 10?
um, like honestly, I gave Wicked Part One a 10. I don't know what they could have done better, to be honest.
I agree. I give it nine point
There's,
five because of the colors.
I think there's like a little things I could nitpick, but like really, it's just to me, it's like I might as well give it the 10 if it's gonna be a 9.5. Like,
It rounds up,
yes,
and that's numbers.
Wicked for Good is hard to rate because you have to address the Elphaba in the room, which is Act Two is famously bad.
Yeah, it's true.
So I would give it like probably an 8 out of 10, given the source material that they were working from.
I agree. I think what was hard about it was like Wicked Part One was so fun. Obviously, it has like scary parts and bad parts, but has a lot of fun, bright light moments. And Wicked Part Two is mostly just like really dark the whole time. A lot of bad stuff is happening.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a tragedy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Turns out.
it's really tragic. I thought
Yeah.
they. I'm glad they fixed the colors, like the yellow brick road. Oh, she is yellow.
I didn't have an issue with the colors, to be honest.
A lot of people
I don't
did.
see color. To
Because I
quote,
am what? Colorblind.
uh,
That's hilarious. Um, it was so sad the treatment of the animals.
I know. Did you see Jeff Goldblum said he's going vegetarian now after filming that movie?
I did.
Which is like nobody was eating the animals in that movie. It's like I
I
don't
know.
understand.
It also
And then I
wasn't
guess
like it wasn't like cows and chickens.
yeah. It's like I think you missed the message of the metaphor,
Yes, well,
but go off, King.
I as you noted yesterday, maybe the wizard is dumb.
Like people can say what they want about the Wicked songs. There's just so many funny lines.
Yeah, I agree with that. Um, yes, absolutely. I thought I guess I didn't know what to expect. Uh because movie part one was so like Elphaba's story and like Cynthia really stole the show. And so
Yeah.
I was surprised that the opposite was true in part two.
Yeah, I kind of thought they would give Glinda her moment because I
Oh,
think you have to
they
do.
did.
I think Glinda had a lot of explaining to do to come out at the end of this looking in a good light.
Hmm. It did shock me that uh, I didn't know she didn't have any powers at all. I thought she just didn't have very many powers.
Oh, so you believe the propaganda.
Of course. Like, so they teach you how the bubble works.
Yeah.
That was really like a peek behind the curtain.
Okay, but who made the bubble? Because Madame
The
Morgul
wizard.
said the wizard did it, but the wizard doesn't have magic.
But
Famously,
it's.
in the first one, she says, "You have no real power."
But I think, like, it's like a float, it's like a flying device, not like a. a magic device. Like they showed you like the motor thing on the back.
Yeah, but like we don't have one in the real world, which feels magic.
Yeah. Yeah, but we have like hot air balloons, famously.
Well, yeah, doesn't
So
feel like
it's giving
magic.
that.
Okay.
Yes. Did your opinion on Madame Morrible and Michelle Yeoh change at all in this movie?
I will say my opinion did change, in which I now do think maybe it was the wrong choice.
Yes, she was even worse. It was crazy.
I feel bad because I love her and she's a great actress, but the singing, like, we needed to get the auto tune in there to just
Yeah. She was best, like her best scenes I were actually in part two, but then her worst scenes were also in part two. Because
yeah.
she was best when she was like telling Glinda, like, this is what you have to do, and this is how you have to do it. Like, you gotta have the wand. That's the nice touch. Like, she did a really good job of like teaching her how to successfully be like an evil lying bitch. But she can't
When she
sing at
said
all.
smile and wave and shut up.
I bet you liked that one, didn't you?
I loved it. I thought it was amazing. She was like, I'm gonna walk hands.
Did you
She did eat.
serve? I did. The guns were crazy.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
That's the
god.
crossover event.
Yes.
But
Of the
Bowen and the
season.
Bob Army comes to
Oh,
Oz.
you have to dress your dog up as a Bob sniffing dog next year.
Okay, I'm praying for Ariana SNL December 20th, the crossover event. Bobbiana.
Oh my god. Okay, I hope they do a good redo of Domingo. Although maybe it's played out. But yeah, I hope they do the Bob Army part two.
For those of you who don't know, you have to watch the SNL Bob Army skit. It's their best this year, maybe.
He has a gold star. That's correct. I've never slept with a woman.
Um,
So good. Okay. Did
what was
you?
your? I was say, what was your
Yes.
favorite song?
What was my favorite song?
And do not say "The Girl in the Bubble."
I don't know if I have one. To me, the songs were not as pow. What was your favorite song?
um, honestly, the one I was looking forward to the most was "No Good Deed," but I think "Thank Goodness" ended up being my favorite.
Mm. I guess honestly, I would go with "For Good."
Wow,
It really does finish the movie off right.
you ready to hear something controversial?
Is it brave
I don't like that song.
in general?
Yeah, mostly.
Oh
I
my
also
god.
don't like how it ties into the story because, in my opinion, like Elphaba should have be like murdering Glinda by that point in the story.
Yeah. I didn't
Like,
like when the girls fought over the man.
oh yeah, it is kind of a weird like it's a little too campy, which I think is fun on the stage, but in the movie, it was like, girl, your sister's dead body's right there.
I know. Oh my god. Although, might we say good riddance?
Well, yes.
I did not think NessaRose was good in part two, in particular.
What do you mean by good?
Like, I thought that she still seemed like a real, like, child, and it wasn't believable to me that she would, like, could, like, love Bach. And then it also didn't seem real to me that she could like a like block him from leaving, b could like turn him into the Tin Man. Like none of that seemed believable to me for her.
Like you didn't think the character
I didn't think the
made
actress
sense?
playing her did a good job.
Oh, I had the exact opposite take.
Say
I
more.
didn't I didn't like her performance in the first movie. It felt very like robotic to me. And in this one I did like it.
Okay, she definitely was giving more emotion.
Yeah. Like I think a lot of her story is like she's been babied her whole life. And so she isn't like a full grown up. Like she's like, I love Bach, who like doesn't care about her at all. And
Yeah,
she's like just has this fantasy on him. And um I thought it was like really devastating when like this is spoilers, I feel like, because it's not in the play. So close your ears. But
yeah,
she was like, I wish I could go back to that night where Bach told me I looked beautiful, where he has that line I absolutely hate, which is, Nessa, I've got something to
wait,
confess.
I thought that they were gonna say it again.
Yeah, so she was like, take me back to that moment. I want that moment again. And he comes in and sings the same song, but it's like, I'm leaving you. Goodbye. It's like, that's so devastating to me.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if it happened to you. Till it happens to you.
Um, so I thought that was a good moment. And when she's like, looks in the mirror and she's like, I am the Wicked Witch of the East, always
Yeah,
have been.
choosing to be evil.
Yeah. So I thought that was a good tie up to her arc before she gets house down boots.
Oh my gosh, she absolutely does. Yeah. No, that conversation scene between Glinda and Elphaba at the crime scene is just like crazy.
What did you think about the twirling of the magic wand?
I mean, I thought it was fun, of course.
Yeah.
um, well, okay, something that I thought was what did you think of Elphaba and Fiero's love connection and the acting between them?
I thought it was iconic to make a gay man and a lesbian do a love scene.
Yes.
um, I like the song. It is one of my favorite songs, but it just like a lot of things in the act two feel it felt like a little rushed. Like we've gone from not seeing each other for like who knows how long to like fucking, I don't know. Like obviously
And
that probably
hence
would
all.
happen in real life, but like in a movie, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they had good chemistry. It was believable to me. Um, well, especially because they did a good job of like, him obviously like being willing to marry Glinda, but that scene where he's like, "Well, if it'll make you happy, I'm always happy."
Oh,
Um,
that's so devastating for her.
oh my god, I know.
And when she goes to
Um,
kiss him and he turns his head away,
oh my god, wouldn't you
that's
just
a gay man, honey.
yeah. So that was all really well done. Um, and I do believe he cared, like, with him leading the hunt for her and then, like, directing them away from her and stuff like that. Like, it was believable to me that he loved her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What did you think about how they handled the turning them into characters?
I liked the Bach transformation into the Tin Man.
That was very good.
It was like very classic to the Wizard of Oz movie, but like updated. I don't feel like he should have hated Elphaba as much as he did.
Yeah.
I think that's where this movie kind of falls a little, which is not the movie's fault, but the source's fault, which is like the tie-ins to the Wizard of Oz like really don't make sense. And so giving them more time on the screen versus the play like really points it out to you.
Mhm.
Like, why would Bach believe that she just came and did that based off all he knew about her from school?
Yeah.
And then the Cowardly Lion is like feels kind of dumb. Like, I hate her because she took me out of my cage and now I'm scared and I'm in the middle of the city where animals are illegal but nobody cares.
Yeah. No, I agree. I didn't love that. I thought it was so interesting too. They did a really great job when she's like with all the animals and trying to convince them to stay and fight, and how she did such a good job and seemed like they had them convinced. And then just like one animal can, was it an animal? One person can be like, no, she's evil. Look at this, blah blah blah, and then they all leave, including Dulcie Bear, who
I
knows
know.
her
Heartbreaking.
intimately. Um, it was like they just did a really good job between the wizard and the animal stuff and whatever of like echoing our current political climate.
Agreed. I was like, oh, I love that she's telling us like we have to fight, and then like they all gave up anyway. It was
Yeah,
sad.
that was sad. Um, but yeah, and then I thought like Fiyero was really good. He wasn't in it very much.
Yeah, my comment about, or not my comment, my thoughts on "As Long as You're Mine," like the love scene with them, was like I wish it was longer.
Mhm.
It's like, I mean, that's part of what's so sad is like they get one moment together and then he's like we'll be together forever or whatever he says, and then he immediately gets like sentenced to death. So it's
That was
sad.
really sad. It was sad. I mean, I can't believe it was his own cronies sentencing him to death. Like, those are his people.
I know, those were his boys.
Bring back my girl. Yeah, that was really sad. And I couldn't believe how they kind of like were really hitting him. That was giving Jesus allegory.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that's intentional, but it does give very that.
It made me feel bad for Mr. J.
Well, no comment.
Did you notice? This is so funny. It must have been. Sorry, it's because you made me close the curtains. Um, it must have been because they did reshoots during the summer, but the whole movie, Ariana's lips were like very full and very pink and stuff. And there's one brief little moment, and they cut away from it quickly, where her lips were red and they were like did not have filler in them at all, and it was just like a really funny little like continuity moment error thing that I caught.
I didn't notice.
Well,
Wasn't looking at her lips.
well, a lot of times like this is all you're seeing, and her lips look like this. See, I couldn't help it.
I will say I have noticed when she sings, she like sticks her jaw out. It's like very noticeable when you see it so many times. She goes
Yeah,
like this. Like that's her thing.
I noticed it too. Well, I can't wait for you to see that on your rewatch.
Excuse me?
I can't wait for you to notice that on your next rewatch.
I know. I do want to see it again, I have to say.
I have to too because it was late at night, but I was awake. I think my memory of this has been phenomenal given everything.
Given your track record.
Well, yes, and how I am,
One
of
thing,
course, as a person.
yes. One thing that was weird, I think, seeing it was like going into the first one was like you had no idea what to expect at all.
Yeah,
So then when this one started, it was kind of like I don't know, like I felt like a bit of a letdown at first because the first one gagged me so hard in the first 5 minutes with the
I
opening
know.
scene.
I
And
know. And
then
Sam
this
Coulter's
one,
there.
yeah, famously. This one had Elphaba like skateboarding on her broom. I was like, you're not gagging me with that.
Yeah, and it opens with like animals making the road.
I know, animal abuse.
Animal use and abuse.
um,
Yeah. Um, what I thought was amazing was what they did with Dorothy.
what? Not giving her any screen time.
Well, yes and no, but like it's so amazing and shocking that like the Wicked Witch of the West is Elphaba gives herself up, and Glinda is in the closet watching.
Never
That
meeting the in
was
the closet allegations.
that was gaggy.
Well, yes, famously that does happen.
Yeah, well, it gagged me. That happens in Wizard of Oz?
No, in Wicked.
Right, okay, but like, anyways, I thought they did an incredible job with that.
My parents, so I saw it with my parents because it was my mom's birthday. Shout out.
Yes, and don't forget to be
They were
grateful.
like, if the doors to the thing open like that, how did she go down into it? Which I thought was a valid question.
They're probably right, but I don't remember.
Also, I don't understand why Glinda can't know that they're alive
Right, I agree with that
because
too.
they don't trust her. That's probably why.
Yeah. Did, well, no, I think it's because like they can't have the knowledge that she knew and was friends with like the Wicked Witch because Glinda has to be like the new, well, she always was, but she has to maintain her role as like chief happiness officer, especially with the wizard leaving. She has to kind of, keep things calm.
That's
So there
true.
can be no like mm, skullduggery between the two.
Yes. I did. I was happy I got to hear my favorite line again when Glinda says, that is, our paths did cross at school.
I thought your favorite line was, "It's good to see me, isn't it?"
No, that's not my favorite line.
Okay, what
I
might
do
be
like
mine?
my two favorite lines are our paths did cross at school and oh my god, I'm forgetting. Oh, as so many do.
Yes, so many do, by the way.
And do you think the wizard is dumb?
Yeah, that's a real line.
Yeah, it's in The
Who?
Wizard and I.
Oh my god, that one skipped me.
You have to listen to the original cast recording because she says it like, "Do you think the wizard is dumb?" It's really funny.
Oh my god. Um. Well, I thought Jeff Goldblum did a great job playing the wizard.
Yeah, I don't understand what goes on in there, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you know I
But he
almost met
is.
him?
No, when?
I was in Hawaii and I was
Mm-hmm.
eating
You always
brunch,
are.
and he was like 10 feet away from us.
That's fun. Where was
And we
this?
were like pointing. It was at Duke's restaurant in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
And our server came up from behind us and was like, "Oh, I see you've noticed Jeff, huh?" I was
Does
like,
he live
"Oh,
around
that's
there?
your bestie." No, I think he was just on vacation with his family.
Oh, nice thing to be on.
Would love to be.
Yes. Well, maybe you can. Well, soon enough you will be. I think in Hawaii.
That's so true. Featuring Caleb Hira.
um okay. And then you sent me this article today that there's talks of a Wicked 3 movie. What could it even be?
Wicked Tokyo Drift. I don't know. Apparently, there's all these books that Wicked is based off of.
Oh,
People are
right.
saying like a Fiyero origin story, but I just don't. I don't want there to be a Wicked 3.
It's like how with Harry Potter they tried to do the Fantastic Beast stuff. It's like, you guys, we already got the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, quit trying to make us like bad stuff.
I will accept Wicked 3 if that lets them build Wicked Land at Universal Studios.
Where do you think they'd build it?
I think it will be at Epic Universe. So,
Oh. The problem is they already used that beautiful green tile at Harry Potter Land. They probably just ordered a bunch extra and like cut it in half.
yeah, I don't know.
I hope so, although I don't want to have to go back.
Yeah, I wish they would build like another park in California where the people are.
I agree. The problem is it's too conveniently located. Like there's no more like land in Hollywood.
Yeah,
But there is a lot of like empty land in California, so like go get it.
agreed.
Like
We
in
just
between Six Flags and Universal, like there's room for a second park somewhere.
what if they just pick up Universal Studios and move it somewhere else?
Why not? They do it with houses.
That's true.
That actually is possible. And frankly, I never go, even though I'm like 10 minutes away. So what do I care?
Fair. I do have to say, I don't know if the viewers care, but
Clap if you care.
okay, Wendy.
She's in my heart.
As some of you may know, we were recently at Universal Studios together.
Yes.
I did a Halloween Horror Nights tour after you left,
Yes.
and the tour guide had this like light up torch thing because it was nighttime,
Okay.
and she had to go to the bathroom and was like, "Who wants to be temporary tour guide while I'm gone?"
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like,
Did you
"Me."
volunteer?
Yes, and you'll never guess where we were standing. Right
Um,
outside the Wicked experience. So she gave me the torch and I was standing there and I held it up in the air and I was like, "So who here likes Wicked?" And nobody said a single word.
oh my God. Wait, that's hilarious.
Devastating.
But good for you for making the effort.
I had to try. That was literally my moment made for me.
Uh, yes. I'm glad you took it.
Thank you.
That's so funny. It's bad it didn't come with any privileges you could abuse. I'm surprised you didn't try that.
Well, I wanted to take everybody in the Wicked store.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about.
They didn't want to go.
Were they losers?
In my book.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's a big demographic crossover between Wicked and Halloween Horror Nights.
Apparently not.
Just me, it turns out.
That's very funny.
Well,
Um,
any other thoughts?
I want to see it again. I think I think it was just such an abrupt uh change from movie one that it took me out of it a little bit for a second. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's kind of like no plot. Like the first movie is a very like enemies become friends storyline, which we all know and love, with a devastating twist at the end. And this movie is just like, well, here's the Wizard of Oz, fun things, and now it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But overall, it's a great movie for sure. I look forward to seeing it again. Beautifully cast. It's fun that each of them kind of gets their own movie. Um, Cynthia's performance was good, but it was much more straightforward. Whereas, like, the first movie, I thought had more like nuance and emotion from her. Maybe it's just like how it goes, but yeah, her part two performance was not as good to me.
I agree because they made it a lot of it about Glinda.
Yeah.
Um, do you think they deserve the Oscars?
Well, I haven't seen the other movies that are up for
But do
an.
you think it was
At,
like an Oscar-worthy performance?
overall, I would give it to Cynthia for movie one and Ariana for movie two.
That's my same thoughts, but I don't know how they're gonna do it, seeing as they
Yeah.
both got passed over last year.
Yeah. Which must
So I
have
don't
been
know.
devastating, really.
I think it would be crazy to not give it to both of them.
One as Chief and one as Sue,
Sue?
lead actress and supporting actress, like Sue Chef.
Oh. Didn't get it. Rework that one.
Okay, well, it's fresh.
Um, yeah. Like, I think if Cynthia had won last year, they would have nominated Ariana as lead this year
Yeah,
and
that makes
Cynthia as
sense.
supporting. Because it just seems like how the movies are kind of designed.
Yeah, I agree.
They scammed her.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I'm proud of them. I'm also glad it's over. I can't keep I can't keep on like this.
It's been a long time coming. Like, I just feel really lucky that it got made in this way. Like,
Yeah,
the project as a whole, I don't know, like, what is even comparable to it. Like, maybe the Harry Potter series. Like, that's probably the only thing, which I know is a bit controversial.
what can you
But
do? It exists.
at that time, nothing was bigger.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
So, and you can't say the same about their acting abilities in those movies. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, my advice to people when they go see it, I would prioritize having a nice recliner over having an IMAX screen.
But isn't part of IMAX the sound too? That's why I wanted
Yeah,
IMAX.
it was loud, but there's other like Dolby screenings.
Yeah,
Like the
Dolby.
choice is not between like pickle juice and Dolby or an IMAX. It could be pickle juice, lemonade, and IMAX.
Yes, I agree. It is long, so you want to be comfortable.
Yeah, but it was good that I was not in a recliner because it was late and I didn't fall asleep.
Well, maybe it's just because the movie was so thrilling.
It was thrilling. And I also knew if I fell asleep that I was going to be bad at this podcast and you were going to be mad at me. And my husband was going to be mad at me. There was a lot riding on me staying awake.
Well, we're all glad you made it.
Yes, I did. And I didn't pee once as noted.
Huge.
Maybe the time to pee is when Elphaba is with the animals. Because that's just like a lot of talking.
Which part? With the yellow brick road?
Yeah, when they're like escaping. Also, okay, no offense, but like there's just a magical another world underneath the yellow brick road.
Yeah, and it kind of seemed like it was a one-way situation, and then they all
Yeah,
came back out. Like, how did they know it was over?
right. Yeah, so that was like a little plot hole.
And then now they're just going to go live with Timothy Chalamet in the Dune universe. Like,
Oh my god.
wait, okay. this is spoilers, I don't know. At the very last scene of the movie is like Ariana whispering into her ear, like the poster, and she closes her eyes like all the haters wanted.
Oh my god.
I
Like
laughed
at
at
the end of the
that.
credits?
No, like the last scene of the movie is like kind of like a little flashback where Ariana's wearing like a weird white scarf over her head for some reason.
Okay.
And she leans in like that to whisper to Cynthia, like the movie, like the stage poster.
Got it. I didn't pick up on that.
Oh, she missed it. She was
Well, you're the
asleep.
resident. You're the resident wicked niece, though.
I
The
know
other
people.
thing,
What
the other
thing?
thing that was on my mind was my friends that I mentioned beforehand that didn't come to the movie. They
Yeah.
were texting us, and then we didn't see them, and it wasn't a huge theater, and they were seated near us. We thought. So then, as the movie was preparing to end, it was like, where are these people? And then it was like, did something happen to them? So I was thinking about that.
Well,
And they also
well, how
never
come?
texted till later. They didn't text till this morning, I think, that they didn't
But
make it.
why were they not like at 8:50 when you said you were there? Why were they like? Why are you there so early?
That's a question I'll have to ask when I see them tomorrow. It was,
Sounds
oh
like
boy,
they were politely declining that they were gonna be there.
maybe. We'll never know. But the thing is, when you're inviting people to go see a movie with you, it's kind of the least offensive, like, no thanks, because you can't really talk during a movie anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Although some people are trying it.
Yeah. My screening was filled with people trying to, like, make it a moment. Like, trying to, like, when they were building, like, zooming in on the wizard, like, this girl yells and, like, we're gonna get you, bitch. And everyone's like, ha ha ha. But I'm like, it was a lot of that in my screening.
Okay, I did want to yell "get his ass" when Elphaba was letting the animals out at him.
Yeah.
It did feel appropriate, but I'm not going to interrupt someone's viewing experience because I damn well wish they wouldn't be interrupting mine.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for that. But my screening was funny because, like, the girls to my right were better at it. Like, theirs was acceptable. But then I had a girl to my back left who was trying to do it too, but she was way worse at it. And her things were not getting laughs or responses from anyone. So it was really an interesting, like, dichotomy.
They were having a battle,
Well, it was one sided.
as so many are.
Yes, indeed. Do you have any last thoughts?
Um, I think just what I said before. Like, I feel grateful that we got this in a way that was not Cats, the movie.
Yeah. No, there was a ton of buildup. We all were excited, but also oftentimes these things are letdowns. And this was not a letdown, which is awesome.
Yeah, I feel like everybody cared about it in a way that led to it being something beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, they
like
really
this is something like I could see myself watching like for years to come. You know, like
yeah.
feels like a classic already.
No, 100%.
And
It'll
these
be the
days, it doesn't
perfect.
feel.
Yeah, it'll be a perfect, like, Christmas afternoon or like Thanksgiving or whatever, like double feature watch. Like, it's definitely an instant classic.
Yeah, and I love that like my niece loves it, and it's like something that we can share together as she grows up.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
just
hard to
glad
find
that
those
my
things.
love and obsession with Wicked has now permeated the general public,
Yeah, you have
so I
always
don't
been this
feel
way.
alone.
Yeah,
What way?
this way.
So true.
Yes,
Well, thanks everyone for watching. We hope you go see Wicked and enjoy it.
yes.
And we're going back on hiatus until further notice.
But we'll be back at some point.
Well, Traders is starting soon, I think, like January,
Oh, okay.
February.
We'll be back January, February for the traders.
So be on the lookout.
Yes. Okay, fun. I kind of forgot. But guess what? I'm back.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Love you. See you later.
Bye.